Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50.
Hi fellas, how are you today? Are you okay? I really hope so. Today we are going to talk about the phishing. We are going to create a web server and take the user and the password. Okay, we are going to use the Python and the Flask in the backend. It's just for study purpose, okay? And don't use it in illegal way because it's crime and you can be arrested. We don't want that. Usually the phishing it's cloning web server or original site, okay, and you can copy the site with the wget and paste the URL, the login URL, and then you can save the index.html of the site you are cloning to phishing. That's what the hacker do. I can clone a website without his authorization, so I have created one index.html to knowledge purpose, so I can demonstrate how the phishing works, okay? And we need to take a look about the index.html. I'm using the VS Code, and there is the site. We need to take a look about the input forms like the session, the user, and the pass. We need to take a look about the name of those inputs. So let's start to create our backend. Let's duplicate it. What we need to take a look, it's about the name, the session key, because we are going to call it with the request session password, and we need to pass the name of the input. In this case, the method of the formula is post, so that's alright. And we don't want to change the folder. We need to keep to the index. Okay, so we can remove that action and save. Now we know what's going on in the index. We are going to clone to make the backend with the Flask, okay? We calling the app. We call the class and the name. The name is to know there is the basic configuration of the Flask, to know the directories like the static and the templates and so on. Okay, we are giving the root like we in the same place of the app.py, and now we are getting the methods get and post. If the request is post, like I said, we need to know the formula need be with the post. If your index.html have not the method post, you need to insert it in the formula, okay, to take the request properly. So I give the username and password variables, calling the session key, and the session password, calling the input name to know what we are going to write. Like in here, we are going to create in the events.log the A variable is to write without remove what we have done before, so we can save all the logins the users are typing. And I'm passing to the events log the username with the username, the it's getting with the post in the input and returning the index HTML and calling the application. Now let's run it. Let's see if everything is alright. We can access internal server error. The templating. Okay, I forgot. We need to pass the index to the templates folder. Okay. Session. Let's try again. There is it. We are here. Let's try to enter the email or phone test.com and the password. Submit. Nothing happened, so the user will try to know what's going on and give up to access the site, and we have the event log, and here inside we are saving the username and the password with the request in the background with the Flask Python. With this code, it's to insert one server. If you are creating your own server, you need to put some more commands, like the example, the host would pass the 0 to access all the IP, and the port you are, in the case you configured it properly on your router, you need to open the door, the properly door, and you need a public IP. Okay, so let's say it's the port, let's say it's the 80, and let's run it again. Now it's opening in the 80 port. There is it, my local host. Not now, never. Let's see the event logs. There is the second try. This is a basic example, okay? In that way, if you have the public IP and you have opened it in the 18 port, you can use this phishing online mode. But in that way, it's the HTTP only. If you want to go to the HTTPS with the SSL certificate, you need to use some stuffs like the OpenSSL and create the keys, okay, to access in security way in the encrypted website. That is if you are running on your own server on your machine, okay? If you are running in the server from the internet, you don't need to configure nothing. It will run properly. You just need to use like the Unicorn, install it and send the request with the proper libraries you are using. So there is how the phishing works, and it's a basic one, you know, and there is so many sophisticated tools like the phishing, like the Evil Gene X2, that with the tool you can take the pass and the username and even more like the cookies, and jump the two factors access, giving the cookies and the hashes and so on. Okay, that one is a basic way created with your own fingers to understand what's happened in the background. Okay, that is awesome, man. I hope you have enjoyed. Ta-ta for now.